What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This video was made before the revert, so I'm just going to show you guys what King Richard's thoughts were on the whole turbo building nerf, the zero point 0.5 seconds to 0.15 seconds, and yeah, I'm going to basically show you guys what his thoughts were. Seems to kind of like it, but I'll let him tell you guys himself. And ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button so you know when I put out videos, keep you guys informed. But if you guys haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. I'll really appreciate it. It'll really help me out. And thank you guys for watching.
Oh, so back to what I'm saying though. Here's back to what I was saying. Now, about this patch, why do I particularly like this patch? The reason why I particularly like this patch is because, and this wasn't the video I was talking about either, Kush, but this is a good video. The reason why I particularly like this patch is because when turbo building was first added, I was a late adopter. I didn't grab turbo building and start using turbo building when it was first announced. Everybody was like, "Yo, do you use turbo building?" It was like it became I was like maybe 3 months late to turbo building. Like I waited a long time to actually use turbo building because when I first started using turbo building, when I first tested it, I felt like my builds weren't precise in that I was accidentally placing builds and it just didn't feel right. And what caused me to actually swap to turbo building was when Svenos showed me that you can perform builds that are just like not human, which is like double wall stair ramp. You can't do that without, like, I know maybe you can do it with a lot of practice, but it's hard as shit to do double wall, double stair, double ramp, and then push that consistently. This is before 90s, but double wall, double stair, double ramp was the push before 90s. That was the first thing that turbo building like really made OP. Once you figured out that push, whenever you had somebody, if you landed a shot on somebody and they backed down for 1 second and they allowed you to start your push, you automatically had high ground, and there was absolutely no way for them to counter your high ground and knock you down because the build was just way too strong. So when I realized that, I was like, I gotta swap the turbo building. But I also knew that because turbo building allowed that kind of shit, that it was just gonna make everybody a build guide, which turned out to be an extremely bad thing because when everybody's a build guide, fights last longer. When fights last longer, third parties become more powerful. When third parties become more powerful, stream snipers become stronger. When stream snipers can become stronger, competitive gets really passive. And it was all these different things that just was like a snowball effect from them adding turbo building. It made stream snipers fucking annoying because they weren't annoying before. Every stream sniper was like fighting a pro, you know. Then when you fought a good player, the fight lasted so long because they were able to just turtle and survive for so fucking long. Then when you play in competitive, in order to survive late game, you had to box camp and play super passive. So it was just like all these like weird things that just came directly from turbo building, and it took a game that was for me enjoyable because it was aggressive and like straightforward. You could play any type of way. Yeah, you could camp like Myth if you wanted to. If you wanted to camp on top of a hill and a one buy, that was a legitimate strat. But it wasn't the only strat. You could also push Myth in that one buy on top of the hill if you wanted to. And if you did it right, you can outplay him. And it was like so many ways to play aggressive, ways to play passive, and then it went from that to the meta being
daily challenges today. I just
box
need
fights.
2 DPS and a tank. We already have a healer. Let's go.
Box fighting is meta. I mean, box fighting is still strong now, but not with this current patch. What's my solution? My solution is Epic needs to.
That's why I say like.
Epic needs to.
I was like really competitive in this game.
Epic needs to get in touch with their community, right? My solution is remove turbo building, but I said this a year ago. I said remove turbo building over a year ago, chat. That was a year ago. You can't have something in the game for over a year and then overnight revert it, or not even properly revert it. You didn't even remove it. You nerfed it. So now it just feels super awkward to players who've never felt the game without it. Like, you just millions of players who've never played this game without turbo building. You know, like chat, when did you guys join Fortnite? I joined season 0, right? But like, so many people just don't know about this game not having turbo building. So you remove it at this point in the game, and it's just game breaking. It's game breaking for most people. It's actually game breaking. And I understand that, but I actually enjoy not having to deal with like these overly stupid build fights. There's way more gunplay. I'm more worried about landing my shots than I am placing my builds. To me, in my opinion, I think that's a better, healthier Fortnite, in my opinion, when you have to worry about landing your shots more than you do placing your builds. That's to me, I like that. I like that part of the game. But I don't think the mass majority agrees with me.
I can't really take it that like.
I think people are like, dude, fuck this patch, it's stupid. I want to drop my fucking 90s. I want to build my 90s and do my sway strats. I've been practicing this high ground retake for 3 fucking days, and now I can't do it. You know what I mean? That's how I think people feel.
You have to find a way as a developer. Because this happens. This happens. And I'm not saying Fortnite is dying. Trust me, that is not what I'm saying. A lot of people, when I say I don't like something or, you know, I'm not happy with a patch or whatever, people automatically equate it to the game is dying or something. And that's not what I'm saying. Dude, Fortnite is nowhere near dying. What I'm saying is that the demographic of Fortnite is a lot younger. So they're going to cater to that younger crowd, right?
This is over a year ago, by the way.
Pet backpacks right now. So they're going to focus on that younger crowd. And they're also going to focus on the casual crowd because the casual crowd makes up way more than the hardcore competitive crowd. So this happens like with
who is this we're watching?
I don't think Fortnite is going to die. I just think from a competitive standpoint, it's kind of like a joke.
Whoa, buddy. Like, wait a minute. You mean to say I was saying this shit like a year ago? I was saying this shit like a year ago, chat. They're focusing on the casuals. They're focusing on a younger audience. And competitive is a fucking joke. Goddamn.
That's just my personal opinion. But I do not in any way, shape, or form think Fortnite is dying. Don't put words in my mouth. I think the game is actually growing and it's going to continue to grow and be extremely successful because it's a great game. Just talking about from a competitive standpoint. Which was important to me. Yo, 18,000 bits from Devin Manic. Yo, thank you so much. What the hell?
Good looking, Devin. Good looking, Devin.
Thank you so much for the bits. Much love. Damn, let's get some bit hype and sub hype and all that love in the chat.
Epic never wanted the game to be competitive in the first place.
He didn't even put a message.
Epic is all. It's not about what they want for their game. They want the game to be successful. They don't care. If they think that the game is going to be the most successful by being competitive, they're going to make it competitive. If they think it's going to be the most successful by being casual, they're going to make it casual. So what they're doing is they're trying to make a casual competitive game to side with both sides of the fence.
Are you going to sit there or what? I gotta push this guy.
They can't fix comp with casual or solo aim. Well, that's exactly what they're doing, though.
Whoa. Yeah, he felt that one. That was, like, really close.
I missed the old sounds on that AR.
This guy, bro.
It sounded a lot more, like, real.
He's, like, waiting for help from a third party or something.
Oh wait, this wasn't that long ago. This is like maybe season 5 or 6, I think. This was.
Don't start nothing.
Because I'm looking
It
at my
won't be
keybinds.
nothing. That's simple, baby.
These were my keybinds right after I did one of the skirmishes. Season 6? Yeah. All right, let's. I don't know how old that was. There's another video though when
300 bits. Love what you're doing. Don't have
when
my
it was
Twitch Prime
just
sub
added
ready yet, but
that I talked about
using it on you now.
like what it was going to do to the game and how it was going to help people be passive and everyone's going to camp in boxes and hold left click. I don't know where that video is, but if someone finds it, send that shit to me. This was September 27th, 2018. So technically 9 months ago, basically a year ago. I mean, not 9 months, I'm saying 11 months ago. So basically a year ago, this video was published. So it is almost a year since that happened, but it was over a year since was out. But yeah, my thoughts on it. Anything that's less frustrating as far as like dealing with my everyday experiences on Fortnite as a streamer is good for me. You know? When I can like rely on my key presses being my skill factor, my decision making, my positioning, my aim. When I can rely on that to be good is great for me. Like I enjoy that. So I mean, truth be told, I was never the best builder or editor. I never even tried to be. I can tell you one thing, you know, my aim has always been 10 out of 10. Decision making has always been 10 out of 10. Positioning has always been 10 out of 10. GG's. I like this new Borderland area. It's lit to get like a bunch of early game kills and fights without too much building and just no RNG from having shields. It's RNG on getting a good shotgun though. You like this new patch? No more build junkies. Yeah. So many good players prefer to play pubs and kill little Timmies over playing arena, which is why the arena queues are so long. That's not true. The arena queues are so long because people don't want to sit and fight in boxes. Like, that's why arena queues are so long. Because even if you're a good player in arena, you're going to get matched up against other good players. And if the meta is camping in a box, the majority of players are going to camp in a box and third party you. That shit's not fun. Which further backs like my claim about why having stuff like this in the game is technically a good thing for a fun factor. Like, I enjoy fighting and shooting people. I don't enjoy whacking at somebody. I don't even like farming for fucking mats. What makes you think I want to whack at your wall? I don't want to farm for mats. I don't want to use my pickaxe half the game, you know? Like, if you look at people's most used weapon per game, it wouldn't even be a weapon. It would be a pickaxe. Because that's what you're doing half the time. You're using your pickaxe to try and take walls and farm and shit. And it's just not fun, and that's why people don't play arenas. You got people who want to sweat and try and practice and get better. They play arenas, but for the most part, that shit ain't fun, bruh. It's hella hard to build on controller, and that sucks too. That's another thing that sucks because they added turbo building, so people got used to it. Now it's super hard for controller players to properly build. That kind of blues, you know? Because now you create a bigger gap between keyboard and mouse
and controller that really wasn't that big.